What I am about to share is an accurate account of the events that recently transpired between my son Caleb, myself, and members of the Defend East County community. It started on July 4th, 2020. Normally, I would be in Springfield, Missouri, at my brother and mom's house. I stop by there on my way to Chicago each year. I go to Chicago to work as an audio engineer for a music camp for teens. This year, it was canceled due to COVID-19. On the off chance that I am home in California during Independence Day, we would always see the fireworks display in Santee. I had been hearing reports that our spot would be closed to public viewing. Sadly, I thought I would not get to see any fireworks this year, anywhere. My son Caleb always looks forward to the 4th of July. He absolutely loves the fireworks, and he loves the feelings of patriotism. Disappointed, I find myself at home this year with nowhere to go. So, I went to work in my studio on an audio production job for a client. It was then that Caleb came into the room, looked at me with a worried face and said, "Aren't we going to see fireworks tonight?" I took one look at that face and I knew right then that we were going out. It didn't matter what reports I heard. There was no way I was going to disappoint my son. I felt a bit annoyed when I thought, how could there be any law or even suggestions from any government official at any level that we shouldn't view fireworks or celebrate our Independence Day? My son was right. We needed to just go out and do something for the 4th. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if we would get to see anything or not. But we headed out, determined to try. My son, granddaughter, and I headed out the door straight towards Santee. We pulled in the parking lot by Food for Less, near where we would normally go. I was pleasantly surprised to see many people gathering there. Yes, I thought, we would indeed see fireworks tonight. After we found a parking spot, we got out of the car and stood waiting. About 5 minutes later, we heard the sounds of honking horns and celebratory shouting. I turned and looked. There were trucks sporting huge American flags and all sorts of patriotic things. They drove past us slowly, honking, waving flags, and cheering. Lee Greenwood was blasting from the speakers. Just a few minutes earlier, I felt happy that I would be able to see fireworks with my son and granddaughter, and that was great. But I still felt like an isolated little group among strangers. But when the Defend East County community showed up, we all felt an immediate connection that could only be described as family. We all gravitated over there right away. Just standing with them and reciting the Pledge of Allegiance with them was beyond inspiring. We all felt it. My son, granddaughter, and I. It was amazing. A little girl came over and handed all of us glowing wristbands. Everyone was friendly and positive and patriotic. I knew right away that this is exactly what our community needs. There was an incredible feeling of coming together. We were all floored. There are just no words. A few days later, I posted about all this in the Facebook group. Within minutes, there was an overwhelming response that reflected the same community and family feeling from the other night. Then a few minutes later, I was private messaging with Justin. He asked me about my son and asked me if it would be okay if he and a few others came by our home to give Caleb some stickers, a t-shirt, and a flag. Of course, I said. Well, on Friday, July 10th at 6 p.m., someone did show up. A caravan of patriotic citizens who care about our community and our country showed up on my little cul-de-sac, waving flags, honking horns, and cheering. This is just unheard of in the days in which we are living. It shouldn't be, but unfortunately it is. An outpouring of love and care for fellow citizens should be common. But as of right now, it is rare. But this group of family-oriented community members with traditional American values are doing their part to make this kind of thing normal again. They are not lecturing anyone or complaining about what should be done. They are out there doing it. I guess they remember that old saying that actions speak louder than words. They showed up at my home and filled a little boy's heart with hope, love, and community. To experience something like that in real life goes beyond what he could have ever been told by a book or a lecture. Are books good? Absolutely. I love books, and they are essential for recording history, keeping our minds sharp, and other things. Same with lessons we hear from our experienced elders. But today, my son didn't read or hear a lecture about family, community, patriotism, or common decency. He was literally a part of it, right here in his own neighborhood. This group of citizens are provoked to random acts of kindness. They know that showing our young generation how it feels to actually do something positive and be a part of something that spreads hope, togetherness, and community will transform their little hearts from the inside. And that is powerful. That can save a nation. It is kryptonite to the hate and divisiveness that the current media culture is force-feeding them. Someone much wiser than I once said that the truth will set you free. Since words fall short, let me just show you.
Everybody, this is Caleb. Caleb saw us out there on the 4th of July. Caleb.
Hi.
He heard us come in with God Bless the USA. He saw us sing the national anthem and he saw us say the Pledge of Allegiance. He loved the patriotism. That's what we're trying to promote.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Through the entire week that they were down in Santee. This was on his truck the whole time.
Yeah, he saw it down there in Santee. Don't let it touch the ground. Never let it touch the ground.
Never will.
Okay.
Absolutely, young man. We're very proud to have you.
Good.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Defenders of East County. Mark my words, what you are doing and what you are a part of matters. It has meaning beyond what lies on the surface. You are making a difference, and your efforts are not in vain.
Hi, I'm Caleb. Just wanted to say thanks. You guys are really cool.